Hello everybody and welcome back to Casual Aquatics. This video has been long overdue, partially because of funds for material. I've been dealing with some hardships in my life and I just quite frankly haven't had the time. But I have started on it a little bit, and I don't know if you remember from the video, it was all pitted and stuff like that. I got this one little side here looking pretty good. It's still got some pits on it, which that's also the access that I've sanded off already. But it's definitely going to be a long process. And I'm sure you guys don't want to watch some 8-minute video of me literally physically taking this sander and going through all the different grains of grit, which I listed off in the last video. But the only thing that I didn't mention in it is you're going to need a hand sander. I thought I could just use my hand and sandpaper, and that just is not working. So in order to do this, just get you a hand sander, get you a bunch of different grit sandpapers, starting with 40 grit, ending with 2000 grit. And then I might also get this buffing compound off of Amazon. And again, I will put the link to that in the description so you can check it out if you want to. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do them. And I'm sorry if anybody wanted to watch me sand. I just figured the majority of people that's going to click on this does not want to watch me sand these down. So, with that said, I do have a hand sander. I ain't got no hidden tanks anywhere else. Still have this tank and that one over there. And I'm just going to do it to it. Now, if there's something that I find out that works a little better, or what have you to do a thing, then I might obviously show it, or at least explain it. But from this point to the end of this video, it should be me showing you completed tanks and telling my thoughts and stuff like that on it. I'll be transparent if something didn't work or it didn't turn out the way I thought it would. Maybe somebody out there on YouTube could give me some tips, because I'm not above learning. We're always learning in this hobby. At any rate, for now, that's what it is. I figured I'd give you guys a little before and after during this. So, I was working on the far side over here. Kinda got it cleaned up. There's still quite a bit to do there. But I wanted you guys to actually see the difference that just using the grinder makes. So, I'm gonna do this corner right here on upward on this piece, and we'll see what the difference is. Alright everybody, I figured I'd show you the difference real quick. This is a once over, so if you can't remember exactly what it looked like, just skip back a little, check that out, and then forward back to this point. And you can see the difference. Now right here, I have some really deep pitting, and I'm finding that it's easier if you take a folded piece of sandpaper to specifically get in nice and close. And you got to apply pressure. There's no doubt about that. And I will not sit here and say I could do the whole thing by hand. But where this sander is so wide, it's barely hitting the spots that I need it to. So you might come across that and have to actually do a little hand sanding. And I'm just going to get that as cleaned up as I can. And then I might use the compound to fill that in. Alright everybody, so I've done the once over on the top. Now I'm going to do the once over on the side. And again, I wanted to show you the condition and what it looks like after this. Now for my once over, I've mainly just been using 40, 60, and 80 grit, just going back and forth with it. And then, like I just showed you, in some spots where it's pitting, I actually hand sand those pits down. So I'm just going to do the rest of the tank. I just wanted you to see some of the condition again and see it after it's done just with sandpaper, not any of the next steps. All right, everybody, so again, I done the once over. It looks way better. Now, obviously, I still have some pitting over here on this corner. I got a little spot up here. I got a little spot going on. There's a little bit going on right there, but not too bad. And then right there, I got a little bit. But as far as clean and rust and, you know, it's looking a whole lot better. Now, all I have left is the back side to do. And I might touch up on this bottom a little bit. This corner was real nasty, but I got it pretty clean. So that's that on that part anyhow. This side ain't that bad at all. I got a little bit of rust right there on the edges. There's a little pitting, but not a whole lot. So I don't think this side will be too hard for me to do. To be honest, I think the hardest part to do is going to be inside on this lip. And I think that has to probably be done by hand, not with the sander. I'm going to attempt, but I am very cautious about breaking that glass. Alright, everybody, so the once over on this side is done. Not looking too bad, and previously I mentioned I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use the sander on this, but it actually worked. There's going to be some little touching up spots that I'm probably still going to have to do by hand, but overall I'm pretty satisfied and ready for the next steps. If you made it this far in the video, thank you very much. I said at the beginning I wasn't trying to make it an 8-minute video, and then I started showing the before and afters, and here it is, 8 minutes. Thank you very much for watching. The next video I do will be completed tanks, so that will give you an idea. As always, stay casual, everybody.